Hey y'all, it's me, Stephanie. Still in Illinois, on our way back, and my dog's eyes are messed up from the ocean. I don't have very much money. I'm exhausted emotionally. Realizing some things that I promised myself I would never realize and never forget, never give up on, never run from. Not just God, but then I'm on my way to. I was gonna go do my laundry and then go apply for jobs, but I need to try to get my dog seen. And hopefully it doesn't cost an ass load of money. I still have this weed that I found and I have not smoked it and I'm not going to. It's weird looking at my face. It's weird recording my face again. It's weird being here still or being here again. But I feel better after a shower. It took a while for the water to heat up and I was just praying for hot water. And if you can add like a review section for the gyms to, how are the showers? Does the water ever get hot? Or are you going to stand in there for 30 to 40 minutes with freezing cold water? That would be beneficial. And it would make it helpful for me to know which gyms to go to because there's a gym back home that no matter, I think only one time during the winter it got lukewarm. It got warm-ish. It's like they turned it up for the winter and it still wasn't hot. Whereas a different one 40 minutes away is like scalding hot the entire time. It's almost too hot. And then the one in between is like, it's good, but I just watched a video of some dude who, I don't know how he has the energy to do what he does, and he does coaching calls, and he's apparently homeless, and people are saying he's not homeless, and da-da-da. Toward the end of his video, he says, I would highly recommend a young man to do this. And I would say, as a fellow outsider, as a fellow person who doesn't technically have a home or is just living in your vehicle, I would not recommend it. I think there's reasons to it beyond what we see. I think, it's many times meant to bring us closer to God and to release things of ourselves and materialism and just so much. But over everything, I think it's to bring you back home. And that's why if you ever speak to homeless people, yeah, some of them might be out their mind. Some of them might be real crazy, right? They might be talking to themselves, but there's still light within them. That brings me back to a message I heard last night, and it's just reminding me, like, I cling to the light that I see within people, and I want to save everyone and help everyone, but I was not helping myself. Or in over helping other people, I was hurting myself, not always even realizing it. Everyone, come see how good I look. I don't know if you heard me counting. I just did over 100. Just kidding. We don't know how we're gonna get through. We don't know what we're doing. But believing that God has a bigger plan and purpose for your life and trying to line up to it, we're gonna fall short so much of the time. We're going to not understand what to do, and I'm sitting here thinking like maybe I should have stayed in. I keep thinking I should have stayed in Nashville just for a week. It's not like I'm rushing home, you know. But then the realization I had of just how much my kids really, maybe not one of them, but maybe not both of them, but one of them for sure, I can't pretend that things are how they are. I can't pretend that, I like to just try to forget everything that has happened and just keep going and keep going and keep going. And just tell myself that I'm wrong, tell myself that, it's better this way, but it's not, and it wasn't. The temptations that the devil will send your way will be tricky. And I keep being reminded that of the little phrase that couple said at Boost Mobile when I was getting a new phone, that when the devil doesn't attack you, when he can't get to you with evil, when he can't make you trip up with the negatives, he will attack you with the good. And as much as it might be hard to keep doing it and keep doing it by yourself and keep pushing through, I know that you can, because you're not alone. You've never been alone. You've not been going through all the things that you've been going through alone. It might have felt like it, but you didn't pull yourself up. God did. You didn't fight those battles behind the scenes. God did. And you have to know it in your heart, in your mind, and in your soul that God has got you here in more ways than you ever could, than anyone else ever could. People are going to come in and they're going to pretend like they got your back. They're going to pretend like they're going to support you financially, spiritually, physically. They're going to fight your battles. They're going to take out the people who are stalking you and attacking you, but they're not. Even if they wanted to, I don't think that they really could. Let it go. Let go what you can. Do what you can. Fight the battles that you can. Fight your mental battles. Rebuke it. Remind yourself of who you are, of who God says you are. Believe it to be true. That you are beautifully, wonderfully made. That you are here for a bigger purpose and plan than your own desires and well-beings. And follow the ways that you're guided. I've been guided to do certain things for so long, and I've been fighting, like, is it the enemy? Is it God? Is it just going to keep crumbling, because everything I do just seems like it's just not quite working out. And I don't know what this next chapter is going to bring. I never do. I never do. And every time I think I know what it's going to bring, it's something new. Or it's another lesson that I thought I had learned. I thought I was done. I thought I'm done learning these lessons. I got it now. But no. No, baby, I didn't. I didn't have it like I thought I had it. And I can't say for certain if I have it now. And it's not going to be easy. because nothing ever is, and it's gonna feel like everything is coming at you because it is. But that right there is proof that you're meant to be here. As much as you feel like it's proof that you're not meant to be here and you don't got it and you can't cut it, I promise you, it means you're meant to be here more than you ever know, than you can even comprehend. And the fight is harder and longer because you are here for something so much bigger. It's so much bigger than your little life. It's so much bigger than your little struggles. It's so much bigger than your hunger, than your thirst, than your desire for anything. I didn't even know what this video was going to be about. I keep being compelled to record like everything, and I don't know why, and it's been for so long, but I haven't posted, and I regret so much not backing up my content from my other phone. I regret it so much because I know those were testimonies on testimonies on testimonies that not only I needed to remember, but I think you needed to hear. 818. Bro. If you believe nothing that I say, if you hear nothing that I say, hear this, that God loves you. That He sees you and He hears you and He knows you and He's for you. And you can get out of it. And I know the fatigue is heavy, and I know the addictions get heavy. I know the struggle gets heavy, the attacks get heavy. It's coming from everywhere and you don't understand, and it doesn't make sense. Because it doesn't make sense. Because it's fucking crazy. You're not crazy. This place is crazy. It's trying to make you crazy so you don't keep going. But I promise you, you're not crazy. And some of you are dealing with insane things in your life. But you're so much stronger than you know, and it will continue to build you and grow you and mold you, and you will see the truth. You just gotta keep going. And right now I'm reminded, like, even if you try to take yourself out, God won't let you. He won't let you. Because you're not meant to give up. Because you're not meant to go yet. Because you still have so much to do. I'm reminded of this man I met. He told me he tried to kill himself a few times and he didn't die. And I thought, that's God leaving us in our sufferings and He wants us to suffer and da-da-da. But I think I'm seeing it now from a different perspective, that God didn't leave him. God's not leaving him. He's still providing for this man. He's still there. He doesn't hear God in the same ways. He doesn't feel God in the same ways, but sometimes God gives us tasks to do, ways to be, to move, and if we don't do it, we do get stuck in our own loops, in our own cycles, in our own struggles. But it's not what God really wants for us. He doesn't want to stay quiet and leave you in the dust. He doesn't want to make you feel like you're left out and you're locked out. He wants you to rise up. He wants you to let go of everything that doesn't serve you in every way. The mindsets, the people, the places, the things. To lean on Him. To lean on not your own understanding, but trusting that God has a bigger plan for you. You can do this. And you will do this. And it's not going to be easy. And you're not going to feel like you're getting it every day. You're going to a lot of times feel like you're fucking up most of the days. But at some point you're going to hit this point where you realize you're getting it. God's still with you. You're not done. It's not over. It's the little pinholes of light that get you through. It's the little conversations that remind you that God still hears you. He still sees you. He still loves you. Because he does. He really does. And if you feel this in your heart, then you're not too gone. You know, oftentimes we're not as far gone as we think that we are. And it's not over. And you might want it to be over a lot of times. But it's not, and it's gonna get better. When the smoke clears and it shoots out and it's so blinding and it overwhelms everything and you can't breathe and you can't see. But if you give it time, it dissipates and you can see clear again and you can breathe. And it's like the best breath you've ever taken in your whole life. You know? As I was saying, that there's this car that's been here since before I parked in. 13234 is their license plate number. And then they move and it's 231. Bro, can't make this up. And maybe I'm wrong, and there's gonna be people that tell I'm evil and I'm this and I'm that and da da da. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I don't have any flaws, and I don't still struggle with a lot of things, and I don't still have things that need cleared out of me. I'm not gonna ever deny anything wrong with me. Have I ever? Have I ever? So much more have I leaned on the wrongness of me than the rightness of me. And God's urging us to look at the rightness of you, the goodness of you. Allow God to be the goodness. Allow Him to fill you up, to move through you and for you and with you. Because you don't have to suffer for the rest of your life. You don't have to accept that this is the end. You don't have to accept that this is your portion for the rest of your life. You don't have to believe what the enemy tells you in all these different ways that it tells you. Cut off your social media. Cut off those people that don't support you. Cut off those fake people that smile in your face. Tell you, I knew you could do it. I believed in you the whole time. But the whole time they were talking shit on you. They were hating on you. They know you so well, but they didn't know you at all. But God knows you. He knows who you're becoming. He knows who you're meant to be, who He created you to be. And He's urging you to allow it and accept it and become it as well. He can give us all the wisdom, all the strength, all the everything, but we have to be the ones to get up and get moving. We have to be the ones to push play on our lives, to stop sitting back, to stop allowing it and accepting it, the defeat that was never meant for us. That's what the enemy wants you to believe, that you're so much of nothing. But I promise you, as much as we're nothing, we're everything. We're everything with God, you know? And it feels crazy sometimes. And I feel like I don't even know what I'm fucking talking about, sometimes. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I just get moved every day, different ways. But He lines it up so beautifully that I cannot deny that He is still for me and still with me. And I know that He's still with me and for me and loving me, that He is still with you and loving you. And you don't have to stay where you're at. You don't have to accept it and allow it any longer. Repent and pray. Forgive yourself and forgive all others. It doesn't matter if they change or heal. It doesn't matter if the relationship heals. It doesn't matter. None of this shit matters. This place doesn't really matter like that. It really doesn't. You matter for something so much more than you even understand. And give God the glory and give Him the praises and remember that He's the reason why, the reason for all the seasons. Sometimes the reasons for the seasons is your own fuck ups and mistakes. But even in that, He still can pull you out, and He will pull you out. It might take a while. I'm gonna try not to record for a minute. I know I said that in my last one. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna do what I have to do today and try to post some of these videos. I don't know if they're even good, and I feel like I talk shit on people on accident that I wasn't meaning to do, because it doesn't matter who they are or what they did or where they're at or if they're for real or not. You know, if they're secretly betraying me or not, it doesn't fucking matter. And it gets hard to just keep it all in all the time. But God sees it. And He sees how I handle things or don't. And He's asking you to let Him fight your battles for you. To focus on what you need to do, because you have so much to focus on. You have so much to do. Let Him do what He's gonna do, and you do what you need to do. And it's gonna be okay. And you have to believe that it's gonna be okay. And I'm still finding it, even in this moment, that the negativity, that the wrong beliefs that I let settle into myself for so long, that they're still coming hard. And I know if I smoked that weed, I found that it would just set me back in a way that I cannot allow. Not for myself and not for my kids, because they deserve so much better. I don't know where you're at, what you're struggling with. I don't know where your mind is at. I don't know where your energy is at. And I know I've been through all these different levels of life. And it's not been easy. But I know when I finally let go of people that I thought were for me, that I thought were supposed to help me and support me and love me, but they never really did. They couldn't. And I really leaned on God in the ways that I need to. That's when my life changes. That's when I feel okay. That's when I'm taken care of. That's when I feel loved, as alone as I am. As hard as it gets. As much as I don't want it to stay the way that it's been. I know that it's so much better. And I'm so much better. And some of you might be like, well, why is your life still like this? Da 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 da. You don't know the fight. You don't know the pullbacks. You don't know how I let it all go. I let God go. Because it gets heavy. I didn't think I had it. I know the fight. I know the struggle. I know the fear. I know the doubt. I know all of it. Wondering if someone's gonna kill me while I'm sleeping, having people try to break into my car, having people fuck with my car, having people break into my house, having people hack my accounts, having people hack into steal my fucking money, having people energetically fuck with me. I know it all, but I also know that it's not the end. I also know that there's so much more for you. I also know that God will fight your battles for you. I also know that God will get you through. I also know that when you choose to step up, let these things go, let these people go, let these ideas of yourself go that were not for you, that you can transform, that you can heal, that it will be okay, even though on the outside looking in, it doesn't seem like nothing's changed. I promise you, so much has changed. I know that just from you for day to day. Keep seeking and keep leaning on God and keep going to Him for all of your needs, and He will provide for you in ways that you don't understand. Miraculous healings, miraculous lineups and meetups. It's not coincidence. It's not for nothing. It's God sees you. He loves you. And not only does He want to delight in surprising you and providing for you, but He wants you to share that with other people. He's provided for me in so many ways, multitude of ways, little bits here and there, big ways here and there, and I feel so grateful. Today is like a heavy day in a lot of ways, but I'm glad to still be here. I'm glad to keep trying. I'm glad that He sees me. And I'm glad He's never giving up on me, even when I deserved it. And He really loves you so much more than you could ever know. And you just have to love you, you know? You have to love you enough to keep going. You have to love you enough. And you might not feel it right now. You might not feel like you have any reason to love yourself or love your life, or it just feels so dense and dark. But I promise it's not forever. It's not forever, and it's not the end. It's only if you choose to give up. You have to keep going. I've been me and you've been you, and it's been great. Because God is so good, you know? Part of me doesn't want to post this because it just seems like, one, the same old thing, and two, just some parts of it is like nonsensical, it seems, and some parts of it seems like it hits, and some part of me is still like, this isn't for you, and I don't really want it. But I have to do what I'm called to do in every way, even if it makes no sense to anyone else. Even if it turns out that I was wrong all along and I don't find out for a few years down the line and everything crumbles again, so be it. You know, if that's what it is, if that's God's will. I hope not. Oh, don't. I think I just spoke that out, but no, it's not. That's a fear. That's a doubt. That's a worry. That's me finding ways to stop myself. Remembering the sign begin again on that truck when I was still, I think I was in Tennessee. And before I went into the gym, I came across this video. I think I've watched it before, but maybe not this exact one, but it was like older successful women and how they transformed their lives. And many of them spoke about restarting over from scratch at 50, at 40, I keep starting over, feeling like it's too late, starting over, that I'm not capable, starting over again, that why am I still trying when nothing's really hitting, nothing's really going, nothing's really doing anything? Why do I think that this is it? Why do I think that I'm supposed to do all these things? Because God put it on my heart to do these things. I've said it in the past that if I could just be a regular old fucking person and have a regular life and do a job for fucking umpteen fucking years and bust ass and have my energy chill and not be attacked in the ways that I am, wouldn't that be a blessing? Wouldn't that be a blessing? To not struggle in all the ways that I've struggled. But I wouldn't be me. And as much as it's so hard to be me sometimes, I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm relearning myself again and again, and I'm relearning how God sees me again and again, and I'm new to this, but I'm not, you know? And I know you feel it in your heart and soul. You know this to be true. God's got you in more ways than you can count. And how good is that, dude? How good is that? It's so beautiful. He'll keep bringing people to you. He'll keep bringing you the combos. He'll keep bringing the provision. He'll keep pulling you up and out. He'll keep opening your eyes. He'll keep opening your ears and closing your ears. Ask him to close your ears from things that are not for you. And ask for the discernment and for the strength. And I know sometimes when we ask for things, it comes in ways we would not expect. It's harder lessons, it's harder battles, but you will pull through. You got it. You got it because God's got it. And just keep going. I gotta get going because I'm still like an hour away. Like I think I said that, but I have things to do today, you know. I gotta get me that job. I gotta do my laundry, get my dog to the doctor, and hopefully I have enough money for that and a little left over for gas. I feel so blessed. Like I thought I wasn't even gonna make it home. I thought my tires aren't gonna make it. I thought maybe what if I crash? What if I lose my dog? Like all these, you know, messages putting fear into me, all these worries that I'm having, and for what? How many times I stressed and didn't do the things that God was putting on my heart because I didn't feel like I was ready or capable, or my car wasn't going to make it, or I don't have the funds, and I didn't know what God knew that He'll provide for me in ways that I could never see. I could never foresee it. As much as I knew so many things happening. I knew things that were going to happen. I don't know God's ultimate plan for me. I never could claim to, you know. But it's determined on if I rise up to the occasion, if I set down certain things and situations and I pick up the right ones, you know. And if I fight the thoughts that are not my own. And I trust and have faith that it is truly God working for me and through me and with me. And I know that it is, and I can't deny it. Like, I think this trip just brought me back home in a way that I didn't see coming, you know? Like, I knew I needed it to be just me and God, and yet I still was just like uncertain. But He is so good, dude. And He's so gentle and so loving. Definitely won't work how we think it will. Like, rarely does it ever, but it's everything that you need it to be. You know? Just believe that if things don't work out, better is coming. If things doesn't work out, it's for a reason. You don't need all the things and situations to work out in the way that you think you do. You just have to have faith that you are breaking out of the loops, that He is for you in more ways than you realize. I thought breaking out of the loop was breaking out of religion, breaking out of all of these things, and that certain aspects of Christianity, like that's a loop, it's control, it's this, it's that, and I think a lot of times it is, but But it doesn't discount and discredit the reality of God and the love that He has for you and the bigger plan and purpose for your life. And sometimes we just get caught up in the religion aspect of it and the rules and all of these things that we're not seeing the true nature of what He's trying to do for us. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being you. Thanks for doing all that you do, because no one else can do it quite like you. And we need you. You know, we need your heart. We need your laughter. We need your push through. We need your prayers. You know? God needs to hear from you. Until next time, keep taking care of yourself. I'll keep taking care of myself the best of my ability. And, see ya.